As you can tell from this awkward, yet strange laughter of mine, I just finished watching House of the Dragon and episode 7, and I'm just so happy. I'm just happy that they didn't butcher this Game of Thrones spin-off. I mean, this is just season 1, and it's the same for other shows. They start off strong in season 1. I mean, not many other shows also have a strong season 1 and even stronger episodes as each come. A lot happened in episode 7. Rhaenyra died, of course, we saw from the last episode, and we have a funeral for her, and shit is just, the tension in the scene is off the roof. Otto is back with his daughter. He's the hand again, after the other hand. And his son were murdered by their own brother and son. Alicent is there with her children. Rhaenyra is there with her children. Of course, Daemon is also there. Her children are there. The king is there, not looking much better. We have Rhaenyra's parents. A few people too there of high standards, I imagine. And it's just the whole atmosphere. It is so thick.
Oh gosh. Pinduga.
It's more important to look marvelous than to feel marvelous.
And of course, we have Daemon and Rhaenyra eyeing each other. More so on Rhaenyra's part. Understandable, since it's been years they've seen each other. It's like that look of come and take me now. You get what I mean? And of course, we see an intimate scene between them. She confesses her love to him. Basically, that's what she said. Like, I've not been the same without you and all that.
I've been alone. You abandoned me.
I spared you. You were a child.
Yes, I was a child. And look at what my life became without you.
And we see that Daemon too, like he really cared for her, and he didn't want to ruin her per his standards or per what he had in mind. Because if they had gotten together in the previous episodes when he was still, a teenager, like that would, I mean, I don't know what would have happened then, but that is what happens to make love, all that yada yada. We get the ending scene where she proposes to him that they should unite and get married, seal their bond. That will give her an edge when it comes to the battle of the throne, because Daemon is a powerful ally, and not only because of that, she truly has feelings for him. So they do that, and that is before Alicent tried to pluck the eye of one of Rhaenyra's kid, because he also took the eye of Alicent's kid, and that is, I think, the point where we see that Alicent can now do the unthinkable. I mean, she really didn't want Larys to kill the Hand and Harwin. He did that on his own, but now, as Otto said,
Ugly thing, I regret it.
We play an ugly game, and now for the first time I see that you have the determination to win it.
which means that when it comes to the significant point of this story that they are adapting, the Dance of the Dragon, we will already know that Alicent is willing to do anything to see her side win. And here is also where you see who allies with who, the two teams who are going to be fighting for the throne. So I'm going to go into some book spoilers. Let's talk about Laenor's death and what it changes for the entire show. From the books, Laenor and Rhaenyra dies, and that is how Daemon and Rhaenyra are able to get married. And they do it in secret, of course, as we also see in the show. Only their children are there. Daemon and Rhaenyra's marriage causes a huge scandal at court in the books and causes another rift between Daemon and Viserys. As we saw in this episode, he tried to, mend fences with his younger brother, but it doesn't go that way, smoothly as they thought it would. And I bet Viserys' next episode is just going to get a mini stroke just by hearing the news. That is if they don't time skip. But in the show, Laenor is alive. This is the first time that a Game of Thrones character that is meant to die is being kept alive in the show. The book, of course, differs as the story is told from the different points of view of different narrators. It's like eyewitness testimonies, or should I call it that? So when it comes to Laenor's death in the books, it states that he's killed by a quarrel at a fair in Spice Town and not in Driftmark as what we see in the show. The story is even told by 3 different ways by the narrators, one of which is Daemon and Rhaenyra paid to kill Laenor so that they can get married. But in every instance of how the story is told or the retelling of this in the book, like Laenor is really dead. He's dead, not like, oh, they faked his death. So this could have gone in 2 ways in the show. Is either Daemon did not really want Laenor to die because he saw that he was a good person, or he was close with Rhaenyra, and so Daemon came to him with this proposition. Of course, Laenor accepted because it is a way out for him, and also Carl was not going to kill the man he loves. plots. So the three men hatched the plan together and this happened. Or just like Rhaenyra was the one who brought the proposition to Daemon, they all hatched the plan with Rhaenyra's approval and this all happened. I bet that's the second option, because when he went to Carl, he didn't say that, oh, we need to kill this person. He just said that he needed someone dead with a witness. So what does this mean for this like big plot twist? Like, they changed the massive characters there because this could come to play in a future season. I mean, I know that they didn't just do this just to end it here and there. If they decide to bring Laenor back in a future season, it may play in two ways, either in Rhaenyra's favor or against her. Someone may discover him, either someone he knows or someone that knows him, or he will choose to return. Either it's due to Carl's death and he returns to Rhaenyra's side, or he returns to his parents. Who knows what will happen to them in future seasons too. So they just open a big space on how things could play out in Dance of the Dragons, which is a massive civil war after the series dies. I don't want to get into that one that much. When next episode comes and calls for it, I will go over that massive storyline. A lot really happened in this episode. This big departure from the book, Laenor's death being changed, Otto is back, Daemon and Rhaenyra are now married. In the books they have 2 kids, and I know that if next episode there's going to be a time skip, then you bet you are going to see Daemon and Rhaenyra's kids in next episode. So let me know in the comments below what you thought of all this craziness that happened in this episode. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe, turn on that post notification bell not to miss any other video. As always, Nedi Seiji. See you guys in the next one.